Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the Elf. Let's get into some cards. I hope you're doing well. Um, yeah, I'm looking forward to talk a little bit about myself as well, since somebody asked me in previous video to talk a little bit about myself. Mm, so thank you for asking. I didn't even know that was on the table, but sharing is caring, and yeah. So we're starting to channel. We're gonna get right into it. Seems like everybody's ready. I quickly wanted to just define what a collective means. So it's basically a group of people. It represents the 11th house. It's an Aquarian type Uranial energy, and it's about a group mentality, team people. So we're going to be looking for a little bit of more friendly frequencies to tap into more and more of those friendly frequencies and just allowing for more of differences, because on this channel I've been so focused on high morale. Morale, is that how you say it? Morale, I hope so. And it's been a lot of like just moving up in frequency and having these standards that are, I don't know, just making people become more high frequent. And I know that a lot of people, they're not ready for the steps that I'm providing. So I'm not preaching to the choir. I'm basically enforcing myself and being viewed as like a dictator, or you can't spell dictator without dick, So I don't want to be a dick. I don't want to be a dictator. I grew up with a dictator in a dictatorial energies, um, and it's fine, you know. And I'm probably suffering or being blessed by moderate narcissism, and I'm working through that. It's all in the DNA. It's all in the conditioning, and it's scary sharing all of this stuff. It's kind of scary, and it's not supposed to be negative. It's supposed to be fuel, I guess. So, I just realized that my high school, it's called Tislegård in Norwegian, but Tisle means like gossiping or whispering or gossiping, and gård means like a farm or whatever. So my high school was basically just a gossip farm, and directly translated. And I was thinking maybe it was a setup, conspiracy, because conspiracies are per definition made to hurt somebody. So as a pure starseed, as someone with an innocent heart, or someone who's um, I keep coming back to this magical blood, but I feel like a Slytherin talking about it, like it's yeah, you have to be pure blooded in order to be so special because I am, and that's, I don't know where that is coming from, but maybe it's coming from my Chiron in the 11th house in Gemini, where I've been such an outcast in so many groups of social groups and stuff like that. So and being having been bullied a lot, and having had uh, a feeling of not being worthy in group settings and not being like heard or whatever. So I just need to work on and accept that I'm already perfect, and that I'm already like my own spokesperson. And if people don't like what I have to say, there are probably uh, some reptilian, smiths just hanging around in my peripheral, and just they're just waiting to be um, either teleported into another area of this planet where they can do less damage, or they're being dispatched, or they're being sent to another place in the universe, or they just cease to exist in my timeline. So instead of being a beast who slays, which is the, I guess, the popular, way of being in the modern world, where you just um, you're not praying for, you're just you're you're praying at, you're just eating people's energy, and you're just becoming an energy vampire, and that's a non-judgmental zone as well. Yeah, and also I grew up with this taekwondo trainer um, who was a pedophile, and he was having sex with one of my first crushes, and then she became a schizophrenic or dissociative identity disorder. She developed sort of like a very manic um, approach to having seemingly a split personality, but I think she was just, really tapping into some high frequency stuff, and she was traumatized by this reptilian energy, and I had a lot of reptilian energy around me through my best friend at the time when I was younger. He was a reptilian. Like, how do I know that? Well, I just know, and it's just a matter of looking at online pictures of documented reptilian beings and cross-referencing them to like animal documentaries, and looking at, I don't know, iguanas, and cross-referencing it to um, I don't want to say sketch artists, but like in court where people aren't allowed to bring a camera and stuff like that. I think you get what I'm saying. But I just knew that he was a reptilian and he was a genius. And these reptilians, they're chaos magicians, but they're very intense to be around, and they can be extremely volatile. But you learn a lot through extreme energies and through trauma. But the negative aspect of the reptilian energy is that they want to brand you. They want to split your soul. They want to sign their initials onto you. They want to own you. And I guess it's the same thing with Voldemort in Harry Potter. Like he wanted to kill Harry, but he kind of branded him with the leadership of some kind of murderous, self-preserving, um, dominant, extremely toxic, negative way. And if you know, you know. I don't know how else to explain that, but please comment if you want me to talk more about aliens and stuff and my experiences with them and how I know what I know and why I can just say that I know without feeling the need to necessarily explain myself too much. Um, maybe it's also because I don't want to freak anybody out, and I want to protect you from that energy, and I want you to be satisfied with that little piece of information and not necessarily needing to go there yourself. Okay. Um, how is this making you feel? Okay. Um, so a lot of you guys' energy is there. It's in my field a lot, and there's a lot of guidance coming in, and there's a lot of consulting, and I'm consulting a lot with everybody's guides, and I'm not alone. I feel constantly like I constantly have to really like get into this state of like, come on guys, like let's try to be positive. Okay, so up, 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 up. Don't disappear on me now, okay? I know some of y'all want to just, oh, this is not for me, I'm leaving, and, safe travels. Or you're moving from one place to another place, and that's also a beautiful transit, Okay. Is it okay if we just get into some cards? Thank you so much for listening to a little bit of my backstory. If people want to hear more about my upbringing, then feel free to ask any questions. Other than that, I think we're going to get into the reading. And yeah, I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're doing more than okay. Okay? Okay. So, yeah, some of y'all are waking up more and more and more, getting that you're managing to stomach more. I'm hearing stomach more frequencies. There's a little bit of a clog I'm feeling in the heart between the solar plexus and the throat. There's some root chakra issues. Could be some of y'all are actually moving or getting your primal needs aren't necessarily met. So that could be a fire wound that has to do with Aries. The fire came upside down with Scorpio. So you're transforming. You're definitely transforming. And you're having a square situation with none other than Virgo. So, and now since we're in Virgo season, there's a lot of like planning, mapping out details, getting things together, tidying up, cleaning. The transmutation and transformation of the water aspects of the treachery and the disappointments of the attacks, and the need to like vocalize our needs. It's coming in as a really big challenge when it comes to you having taken care of others for a very long time, and you're still gonna keep doing that, I'm seeing, and in the process it seems like there's this energy of I don't want to make it too complicated, okay? So you're learning to adjust something, and you're considering expressing some of the things that were difficult for you in the past with certain people. So this is about getting comfortable defending yourself. Getting comfortable with I want to say relation-oriented difficulties. For some reason, that's coming up, and so your luck is coming in. You just need to find your part of fortune in your astrological map. I'm gonna link below a really good astrology site for you to plot in your deets if you want to check out your part of fortune, so that you can find it yourself. My part of fortune is in Leo, so that's where I need to go, in order to find some happiness and find some like, okay, I can go to my part of fortune whenever I'm struggling a little bit. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely this Saturn is coming in, and that's ultimate restriction. That's like, you don't go up against the planet. I don't recommend going up against the planet. If you don't know, then please go up against the planet, and I wish you good luck with going up against a planet. So I'm trying to really encourage you to like look it up. If it's a Mercury retrograde and whatever sign it's retrograding in, then I do recommend looking at that, reading up on it, and try to like accept not necessarily where Mercury is retrograding, but that Mercury is retrograding, and it's soon over. But when we're learning to recognize, when we're like traveling, when we're in transit, when we're traveling from A to B, and there's a bunch of like the subway stops for no reason, the bus, the tire breaks, the people walk straight into you downtown. Like there's no like flow. Red sign, you lost something back home, blah blah blah, and just recognizing like when Mercury is retrograding or when Neptune is just messing up your shit. Okay, and there's actually a lack of harmony between Saturn and a supermoon. So, and I feel like this has to do with just getting into your magician, and that has to do with fixing pessimism around your own abilities, not believing in yourself, not feeling like or maybe is this about you though? No, it's not necessarily about you. This is about you being a caretaker, caregiver, carer, carrier, courier, someone who's in charge of other people, and someone who's in need of voicing. You need to voice your own needs without having to scream them out to the people around you, instead of like screaming it out, telling people I need this, or maybe you need to make that list and just tell people, you know what, I'm done, I need 10 things, and I want you to vocally confirm which of these 10 things that you're able to help me with, because I need reciprocity. And this is the Virgo wound, okay? Virgo represents hygiene. It represents volunteering. It represents helping others, but it also represents needing help. Really, not even screaming for help, but like really needing it. And it's in a quincunx with Aries. And Aries is struggling with voicing their needs, and Virgo is struggling with getting people to help them. So the Saturn might be coming in with the feeling of like being restricted and not having that trine relationship with the potential catharsism is it coming in? Yeah, it's coming in for some of y'all. It's coming in for all of y'all, mostly all of y'all, like 75% of you. And it's not unthinkable. It's not unthinkable. Nothing's unthinkable. Okay. So my friends, let's get into a little bit of a storyline. We're not ready for that yet. Okay, what about a couple of runes? Okay. So how are you doing? Yeah. Feeling the love? There's love available, but we're not feeling it. Let's get into that frequency of the heart frequency. So some of y'all heard hard instead of heart. That means that you're in the position of jumping timelines. So let's say you remember that you heard hard instead of heart. Recognize that that's your clear audience coming in and saying, hi, we're here to help you with the deja vus. We're here to help you with the clear audience. We're here to help you with the clears, and we're here to help you with all of your abilities coming online, and accepting the tower moments, and being like calm in the storm, and like working with cyclops energies, and like really tapping into the foundations of the earth. And that's one of the things that I really miss about my life, really, is the glory basically those glorious, yeah. Okay, these. So we're at junction. Sorry about the snapping. Okay, that's my shadow just coming in. Sometimes I'm too harsh. I'm sorry. My apologies. But it's, for some people, these the. Let me explain something. I was at a cafe once with a friend of mine, and we were moving up the frequency layers, and he was not listening, and he was not ready for the level of frequency that I was, distributing, that I was just naturally emitting. It wasn't like I was forcing him to hear me out. I was just calmly, providing information regarding some experience that I had previously, and he got really scared. And what happened was that the cafe that we were at was packed with people, and he got so scared, and everybody on the cafe started talking really, really, really fucking loud. And it was just amping up, and things were breaking in the kitchen, and you could hear it, like it made the matrix was like coming in and really trying to make me shut up. And then what I did was I just put my hand on his left knee, and I was like, a hand up, and like, just breathe, just relax. You're safe. You're okay. It's okay. Yeah, so now we're helping you as well with your root chakra. So just open up to the earth frequencies and connecting. And then once I did that, everybody just calmed down. Everybody on that cafe just calmed down. Then everybody just started talking really quietly. And that's another thing that I was on like a tea shop with a buddy of mine. He's an interesting Sirian wizard, for those of you who know about Sirius, B.A. And he, every time that he was talking, the cafe was started murmuring, like speaking really loud. And he was talking really low. And I was sitting at a distance, and I couldn't like really hear what he was saying. So I was like, kind of breathing and having a telepathic communication with the cafe, and like vouching for this friend of mine. Like, he's all right. And then when I was talking, everybody in the cafe went dead quiet. And it wasn't like I was talking about anything interesting. It wasn't like I was saying anything that was a trigger word or anything, but it was consecutively it was like a consequence of me opening my mouth, was that everybody just ah. And then when he would speak, they started again. And I just really had to work on my humility and being humble, like, instead of being, yeah, I'm vouching for him, I am better than him. It was more about um what's the word, interceding, praying for somebody. And yeah, so a lot of you are activating your crown chakra simply by listening to this. So let's just take a moment and sit with it, and just appreciate the crown chakra activation from hearing it. Because simply, like, now that you realize what it is that I'm talking about, and I'm explaining it to you like you're a human being, now you can finally like put two and two together and try it out for yourself, and like expect more from gatherings in the name of you imminently having an effect on your environment, leading you to show up with more respect for yourself and more dignity. And in time, you're going to allow yourself to be like, I'm a noble being. I am here to open my heart and to feel safe and explode this gamma frequency and just heal. And just create a better world. I'm hearing shalom. Shalom. Bismillah off on him. Connecting with the seraphims, the cherubim, the thrones, the principalities, the archangels, the guardian angels, the angels of virtue. Connecting with Circe, connecting with Maria Magdalena, connecting with the Christ consciousness, connecting with Lemuria, Atlantis, with the Anunnakis, with all of the aliens, with the Thelosians, with the Superman frequencies, with the Swan Collective. Like, this is a swan messaging system that sometimes helps me communicate with the elementals, and it's like a signaling system, and this is also like a swan feather. So there's this energy coming in of having the audacity to adjust your higher self. Because okay, so just try to accept it, will you? You don't have to make a ruckus. You don't have to disagree with everything. I'm sensing some of y'all do have some ancestors that are not messing around. Like, they're dead serious. They're like, if you're gonna talk, you better have something to say. So this is about rising to the occasion. And for me, it's also about just letting life move through me and accepting that I'm also being trained, okay, by you guys. So it's an echo, you know, and I keep doing this. You know? Love you guys. Love you so much. Thank you so much for being here and for coming back and to like really this is the enhancement club. Like, I feel like I'm here to endow. I feel like I'm here to enhance the rainbow body, the aspect of you coming into alignment, and we're getting into a very responsible territory. I'm just honored to be allowed to sort of like have your ear or ears. And now we're activating the left hemisphere of the brain. We're accepting the shadow work. We're accepting the place that we have in each other's lives. And that goes across all relationships, making the world a better place, one relationship at a time. Okay. And if let's say I'm moving back into more of an intense shamanic era in the future, that's also fine. I'm here to endow and upgrade, and I'm also here to help with the tarot cards and help with the groundwork and help with activating the chakras. And I don't worry about the fact that we're such a tiny group, but I like to think that it's an incredible group. Okay, so, and then healing those sexual wounds. Healing those sexual wounds. please affirm, I love to heal my sexual wounds. I enjoy healing my sexual wounds. I have no problem healing my sexual wounds. I accept the Lemurian codes that are coming through. I accept that this is an opportunity for me to connect with the elementals and the higher dimensional beings to help me heal and ground and rise and expand my sexual energy without having like a big issue with that. Like, and this is the magnitude that I also want to speak on, because there can be heterosexual guys here, there can be heterosexual women, and gay guys and gay women can be here, and they can all heal themselves in their own time, in their own space. It's not supposed to get awkward. It's supposed to be this gestalt, all-encompassing acceptance of the light body coming into alignment, and the chakras are just the first stage, and then there are other stages. There's, the shoulder chakras, there's the finger chakras, the thumb chakras that are connecting with the cyclops, with the cyclones, with the wind, with the sylphs, and all of this stuff, that I would love to get into in this life or the next or somewhere else. But yeah. Okay. So your light, your inner angel, your guardian angel is itching for you to express something. So just write it in the comments or express whatever you need to say to your loved ones or to your friends. But I'm hearing like your higher self is itching to express itself through you, and it's just a matter of you rising to the occasion. You know what I mean? So just know that your higher self is wanting to come in. It's knocking on the door of your super consciousness, and it's this moment of you going into fight, flight, or freeze, and just considering going back into your traumas and just remembering those key Chiron points so that you can get back to the healing of bridging the wild beasts in you with the more refined, appropriate version of you, and healing this Sagittarian 9th house wound so that you can come into your mastery, and so that you can flower and tap into the flowering and more of the all acceptance, and becoming this incredible teacher, which is us healing the Aries fire wound. So I'm just presenting the opportune sequence of the Saturnial restriction upon your available trajectory. And yeah. So how's this making you feel? Depressed. Okay. Are you comprehending the stuff that I'm saying? Not all of you. Maybe I need to just tone it down, or speak more simple, or take my time per junction and expand on the things that I'm trying to explain so that it becomes more casual and more everyday like. I'm open to that. But there's also, yeah, so that's yeah, just know that you operate really well under pressure, so don't be scared of putting some pressure on yourself and doing cold showers. Just a little bit of a tip, like if you're taking a shower and you're inhaling through your nose and you feel there's a clear passage on your left side, that means your body is chilling. You want to chill, you want to relax, you don't want to exert yourself or anything. If your right nostril is open, that means you're ready for physical challenges. You're ready for physical exercise. And taking a cold shower can be incredibly healthy, because it's like going to the doctor. Like, the cold water is like an inspector. It comes in to inspect your body. And then, of course, if sometimes if you haven't done it before, if you're addicted to comfort, and if you're, a lethargic person who's been, drugged out, or who's been drinking too much, or you're not in the mood for any kind of inspection from the doctor. Maybe you have a doctor wound, for some of you. So this is an opportunity to heal that doctor wound. Yeah, so the pixies are coming in to help you with that. But then maybe, through music, they're going to talk to you through music. That's beautiful. Thank you to the Pixie Collective. Be nice to them. Be very nice to them. Thank you. Okay. I feel like, have you seen Harry Potter, where the Oracle lady, she's like reading the teacups and the crystal bowls, and then she says all this crazy stuff, and then she comes back to herself, and she was like, what was I saying? Like, did I say something wrong? What was I saying? Okay. So there's some dispute in the family dispute. Can we make it, less personal? Okay. So, I'm going to talk about romantic relationships or family stuff. Okay, so we're going to go into romantic relationships for some of y'all. All right. You can stomach that. Like that you can stomach. I'm hearing like that you can. So maybe you're really good with relationships. Are you really good in relationships? Yeah, you're really good in relationships. You might be bringing a lot of protection. You might be bringing a lot of economy. Like, you're bringing a lot of money. Maybe somebody just put their partner on, and I'm here talking to the guy. I feel like I'm talking to somebody's partner. I feel like there's a woman watching, and she just put her boyfriend on, and she's like, listen to this. Yeah, they don't want to admit to that. That's fine. But yeah, there's this like really entrepreneurial, positive energy of okay. So the light is coming in here, and they're really okay. Now they're really talking to me here. This is the higher self coming in. Okay, confirming that there's an entrepreneurial spirit. There's someone who's really good with money, someone who's bringing a lot of protection in here, a lot of positivity, and someone who's well accounted for. Maybe they have their money in order, or their books in order, or they're considering getting their money in order. They're considering getting their books in order. Maybe that's like a quantum message going through and through the layers of this group. Okay. Yeah. Putting things on the table, putting it all on the table. But this is a person who is also familiar with their shadow, maybe operating a lot from their shadow and being a little bit pagey, which is okay. So I would just suggest, not putting the shadow to rest, but like inviting it, like talk about it, like, oh, I'm in my shadow, and bringing the higher self to the table. What is the higher self? It's the super consciousness. It's the over soul. It's your future. It's your connection to the higher self, to the rainbow body, to the light body, to the all that's good and true and right. Okay? So some of y'all might be pregnant or thinking about getting pregnant, or some of y'all are with. Okay, so that wasn't correct. Like, that's wrong. But maybe that's a fear, which is totally fine. But somebody is just very fertile, or somebody. I feel like there's a woman who's. Is she being heard though? Yeah, she's being heard. Because she's an empress. So I feel like someone in this situation, whatever relationship, if it's, yeah, because we're talking about romantic, we just stated that in the beginning. So don't force anything to fit your situation. Just let it flow, okay? And you, of course, you can associate across relationships, and it doesn't have to be romantic. I'm opening up that to the table. So just as long as you feel like it's appropriate, we don't want to trigger any negative. So we're okay, opening up to the feminine, coming in, the Empress energies. Okay, divine feminine, calling in Kuan Yin, calling in Iris. Okay, thank you. So we're just giving the feminine more space to realize that she's actually in her light more so than this guy who's more in his shadow. And she's an empress, and I'm feeling like there's a little bit of like there's a lot of rush. There's a lot of like really just fast. I have to get to the point. Like, come on, come on, come on, come on. And I'm not supposed to sit here and judge or anything, but it's like this energy of really trying to get accustomed to the new age stuff and doing it well, and just needing that confirmation, that support. Like, you're doing a good job. Thank you so much for helping with the collective. Thank you so much for trying. Thank you so much for bringing all of this. I'm hearing gusto. I feel like that's like virility, and more of like a yeah, it's more of like a macho energy. Okay. And then we have, yeah, it's a power couple. We're dealing with a power couple. That could be twin flamey, which is something to accept and just enjoy, because it's giving you a lot of energy, whatever these conversations are. And I think that's a really nice frequency for me to be in as well, because you guys are actually super upgraded in the communication, because you've moved past the point of like feeling worthy of standing up for yourself. Now you're at a point where you're like, yeah, it's stressful. Sometimes it's confusing. Sometimes it's like it's too much information, going too fast, and not enough information to even make a decision. But we've passed the threshold of feeling like defending ourselves is unnecessary. So you've come to the conclusion that defending myself is necessary, and it's something that I've graduated, and I have no problem standing up for myself. I love it. We love it. We've been doing it. So congratulations on that self-worth, and like, yeah, and of course it can lead to nightmares, but if you can just accept the negative dreams and just be like, spirit, I don't want those kind of dreams. And sometimes have to be instructive, and you just tell yourself like, oh, that's the kind of dream that I don't necessarily want to go into or remember. But your intuition is on fire. Your enterprises are really coming together. You're getting everything that you're getting everything that you're expecting. So people are, holding their promises to you. So, and there's a lot of love in the picture, and your soul is moving in the right direction, and you're totally in connection with your cycles, and you just jumped 15 timelines, and you're coming into an incredible trajectory simply by being here and listening to this message. We just passed the 4444. That's a lot of luck. That's healing that Sagittarius stuff as well. And simply by slowing down and recognizing that there's a message here. Higher self is coming in. Shadow, totally welcome to the table. We stand up for ourselves. We enjoy that. And we slow down. And we just like zoom out, My horizon is infinite. I am positively excellent. I shine with all of the stars in the entire universe. I channel all the stars through my connection to the sun. I am a sun. I am the sun. I am the mother. I am the divine feminine. I am the divine masculine. I embody everything. I am a co-creator. I'm here to create. I'm here to co-create. I'm here to help. I'm here to be helped. And there's an incredibly pleasant balance going on in all aspects of my life. I am protected, and I am incredibly appreciated by everyone around me. I'm accepted, and I'm being accepted. Yay. Alright, so we're really doing a Uno reversal. Like, we're flipping the script. Like, we're really doing a 180 on everything, okay? So I hope that this is really gonna help us, to instruct our environment to like, okay, we're gonna help, we're gonna support, we're gonna have that conversation in the mirror, we're gonna stop with all the self-denial, we're gonna express our truth, we're gonna start noticing the details of the truth of the matter, and yeah, you're letting go of something huge. Like you're basically letting go of toxicity. You're letting go of someone that's incredibly toxic. You're letting go of something toxic. You're letting go of toxicity. Maybe it's not a person. Is it? Yeah, it's the dream of a better habit. It's your mature, marinated dream of an incredible vision that you picked up from the past, that's coming in, and it's going to really help you come into this Four of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, and upright, and it's coming in. You just need to allow yourself to try out new things, try out new characters, and have this ongoing debate with yourself, like, should I be this person or that person tomorrow, or with this, should I, but not necessarily wearing masks because you're done with that. You're so done with that because that leads you back into self-denial, and it leads you into, it's blinding you when you're wearing masks, or the way you're like flirting with people. If you're wearing masks and stuff like that, it's just like your higher self is aware that there's the self-deception aspect of it all, and that can lead into accepting toxic needs for total domination over others, situations, which is toxic masculinity, that you're either representing yourself, or is it you? No, it's, yeah. So yeah, that's a stubborn spirit right there. Let's just take a breather. I'm hearing you're all over the place. I'm hearing your shadow, so your shadow is talking to me. I recognize your presence. I respect your power. I recognize and respect and honor the power that you wield. Thank you so much for being there for us, for whoever I'm talking to, in those moments where they were left alone to their devices, left alone to themselves and their own resources, left alone to self-soothe, self-manage. I thank you for being there for them in those moments of self-reliance, in those moments of desperation, in those moments of a desperate need for protection, where you stepped in and you fixed everything and you took responsibility. You're an amazingly capable being, and you deserve to be honored. I honor you, I love you, and I respect you. Thank you for taking the wheel, and thank you for listening to the stars and the planet. I know that you're well informed. I wish that you can come into harmony with all that is. Thank you for connecting to Earth, and thank you for voicing your need to harmonize your root chakra, connecting to the Earth. Connecting to the Earth right now, we're connecting with the dragon frequencies, we're connecting with the magma frequencies, we're connecting with the inner Earth. We're connecting with Mother Earth, Father Earth. Welcome to the kitchen. This is where we invent new ways of uploading incredibly potent frequencies to the collective on this planet. We're here with the 144,000s, reaching millions and billions of people. Coming into New Earth, appreciating the shadow, taking care of everything that has to do with the left side of the body, the left brain, the left hand, the left foot, the left kidneys, the left heart, the left shoulder, the left wing. All right. The left eye, the left ear, the left neocortex, the left side of the corpus callosum, the left side of the pineal gland, the left nostril, all the left teeth, the left side of the lip, the left side of the voice, the left side of your chest, the left side of your areola, the left side of the inner flower connecting to the heart, all of the left aspects of your body. We're healing it, we're wishing it to come in and bless us with all of its capabilities and all of its gifts. We're not controlling it, we're welcoming it. We're not taking notes to hunker down on the insights. We're simply asking ourselves to open up to this energy, and we will remember that which is necessary in the name of healing the scorpionic wound, so that we can learn how to really, truly vocalize our needs. Because we can't get what we want always. Hashtag Rolling Stones. Hashtag I don't listen to Rolling Stones. Hashtag that's probably a good song. I'm not judging. Alright, can we wrap it up? Okay, so we're still... Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining me in this. I'm still sensing, there's the positivity. Operating well under pressure. There's a little bit of like, I feel like sometimes you need to help your shadow by, snapping out of it. Sometimes you can just like do this on your right side to activate, to tell yourself like, I want more activity on the bright side. And if there's activity on the left side, of course, or you could do left, right. So you're transferring an intention of like activating shadow, activating the light, so that there's this inner inclusion of dual acceptance in the name of integral triality. So that's also a note to the higher self, which is taking notes, which is listening, which is seeing, which is recording, which is comprehending. So let's say that you're not comprehending some of the stuff that I'm talking about. There's a higher self that's really taking all the necessary notes and putting it into a functional harmonic system. And then your job is to be really kind to your shadow and your left. Some of y'all might be writing with your left hand or scrolling a lot with your left thumb. So just maybe try to do a little bit of stretching, stuff like that. Okay, I'm gonna show you an exercise. Maybe I can do this one. You just push your thumb out, pull those knuckles up and back. It's like, yeah. And then this. So it's you're like flicking the wrist. Boom, 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 boom. It's a flick. And then of course this. Okay. It's a good exercise for wrist health. I'm just feeling some of y'all have a left wrist problem. So, okay. Connecting with Aphrodite. Okay. So just work through those self-denial frequencies and recognize that your divine union and divine relationships are really coming in. Affirm, I'm calling in my divine union. And if you're in a twin flame relationship, just accept your twin flame relationship. A lot of twin flame relationships some twin flame relationships can turn into a soulmate situation. Or you could live a really happy life in a twin flame situation where you're working out all of this stuff because you're contracted to figure things out quick in this lifetime, which is something to really enjoy, healing that fifth house drama, being comfortable with the drama, getting away from that gossip stuff. Every time that you talk about anybody else in any situation, or if you're listening to anybody else talk about anybody else in any given situation, just act as if they're actually there, because telepathically their ancestors are there. Technically, theoretically, actually, you could call them in and their consciousness immediately, and you can really evaporate toxic judgmental energies, and in turn your energy is going to be cleared of those people that are not good for you, because your higher team, your higher timeline is coming in, and you're getting the angelic support, you're getting the angelic assistance, you're getting the ancestral assistance, you're getting actually also the higher matrix level assistance to come in and have a more functional, more operable, more harmonious system come in and work for you, because you're not necessarily expecting it, you're just embodying it, you're magnetizing it unconsciously, superconsciously, masterfully, without expectations or fickle hopes. But it's a result of just hard work and long-term beliefs and investments and all that good stuff. I just want you to be happy. I just want you to be happy. Okay? Thank you so much for doing all of this light work, for being on this planet, and for doing the work, and for emitting your frequency the way that you're doing it. Okay? So we're gonna wrap it up. Um, Feel free to ask any questions in the comment section. I do love, the questions, or if there's anything that you want to share, like experience wise, if there's anything that you want me to talk about in other videos, or if you have any comments whatsoever, any questions or inspiration, or just like anything really, is just awesome. And please hit the like button and share this video with anyone that this message is for, and just cue the time codes for them to jump in on whatever segment that you think will fit them, or just send the whole thing and like, look at this guy, it's crazy. Or just crazy interesting. But I just want to be an open book here. I just want to share and be unafraid. And yeah. All right. Blessings. Take care. Namaste. Bye.